This is the GSOR 1008. It is a British Tier 8 premium tank destroyer. And just like most premiums, it's a very fun vehicle. It features, in my opinion, the deadliest gun you will ever run into at Tier 8. Yes, the BZ-176 is nasty, dealing upwards of 800 damage with a single pen, but in 6 seconds, this vehicle is able to deal a whopping 1,300 damage. Yeah, you heard that right. Not only can it deal 1,300 damage, but its premium rounds have 320 mils of pen. There's really no reason to even load gold with 226 mils of pen. I just never really understand why Wargaming makes this game pay to win in certain aspects, but nonetheless, this is a super fun vehicle. Its damage output is absolutely ridiculous, and it's actually fairly accurate, at least on base values. It's got a decent amount of aiming time at 1.88 seconds, and its dispersion is 0.28. Now, to be fair, I am running an aiming device in the firepower slots, and I'm also trying to get that on-movement dispersion better, because that's the real killer. This vehicle has terrible on-movement dispersion, and that means at distance, if you're looking at something that's moving or you're trying to hit it in weak spots, it's very tricky. So overall, I like to drive this tank more in the midline. It can actually do pretty dang well. The turret has some armor. It's about 150 mils. It's not great, but it's enough to get bounces, especially if you're using it fully hull down. Overall, the GSOR, it's a really fun tank, and I would highly recommend to pick it up if you want just a super deadly autoloader. It kind of feels like you're playing a TVP down at Tier 8. I should point out, it does have problems. A, terrible DPM. 1,600, this is probably one of the lowest DPM tanks in all of Tier 8. It's really bad, especially because we have extra DPM for Brothers in Arms and food. It's just bad DPM. And not only is the DPM bad, but you gotta wait 40 seconds to reload. So if you dump your clip and you are in an area of trouble, you need to leave immediately. While the tank can reach a fairly good top speed of, 60, the problem is its power to weight is so bad that you'll never reach it. It's a power to weight of 14. I mean, some heavies have better power to weights. So, yeah, the GSOR on paper, absolutely incredible. In reality, has a lot of big downsides, which I will be showcasing in today's video. Let's get into it. Here we are on Sand River, with still 22 seconds left on our reload. Now, we have a couple options here. I can chill at this top spot, try to cover anybody that goes through mid, or I can move up. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do early game. We are a fairly good tank at actually doing things with our gun depression. This vehicle does feature 12 degrees over the front, or I think it's 12 or 11, which means that we should actually be fairly good at bonking players in the front line here. I wonder if we can hit the BZ. It's a little sus, but I'm really wondering if we can just... Oh, yeah. Aiming. Take a blind shot really quick. Not sure if that hit. Got the super Pershing. Not able to hit that. Oh, maybe. It's a little tricky to see if he's there or not. Oh, there you go. We got the BZ again. Come on, back up. Yes. Oh, he's so close to being in our view. We got the KV-5 in the back. Well, that shell did not hit where I wanted it to. And we're not able to hit him anymore. Well, trying my best. We got the KV-5. He's not going to be able to show me any... Oh, come on. Ah, they're so close. They're right there. Oh, that's so cringe. All right, there you go. We got 1 pen and 2 pens. All right, not bad. That's still 700 damage we're able to get. And now we back up in the cover, and we should be fine here. It's a good example on how fast this tank can pick up damage, though. Only with, like, a brief little burst of 2 shots, we were able to get out 700. And you can imagine if our other shells had hit, we would have been at way more. But now we have to wait another 20 seconds. And this is obviously where driving this vehicle is a bit painful, because we do seriously have to wait an insane amount of time. Now, the good news is it looks like the majority of the enemy team is kind of stuck in mid. So I wonder if we can just drive in here, kind of like our Kampf Panzer 07 is, and just absolutely nuke somebody. Here we go. GSOR is obviously very fast once you get it up to speed. You can see we're going upwards of 50 right now. So I wonder if we can just literally nuke the crap out of something like that BZ. That's what I'm going to try and do. Let's see. I'm going to move right on up, and we're going to try and nuke the BZ. Here we go. Aiming, and... here we are. Bonk. There's 1 pen at least. Brask misses me, and... 2 pens, and 3 pens, and 4. Yep, there you go. Not only that, but apparently we blocked about 1,000. I don't know how that's possible. This tank does not have a lot of armor, but, I mean, I can't believe we just did that to the poor BZ. 1,800 damage in just that short amount of time. It's a great example, though, of just how quick of a game changer this vehicle can be. Our team did not want to make a play. And I was like, fine, I'll make the play. Even if I had bled 1,000 health, we still would have been alive. The BZ still would be dead, and that would have been a positive trade. So, can't really complain. Alright, at this point, we are going to cut down low, if we can, like this. Hopefully we don't lose too much health. Nice. I don't even know if we're going to be able to do any more damage. Their team's already dead. We literally got into the game, and their team's already dead. Alright, well, we do have to be a little careful from the Brask on the enemy team, but I don't even know if it's going to matter. Like, literally, their whole team's already dead. Let's get past the Type 63. They have 4 vehicles left. What? Wow. That is insane. I mean, to be fair, at least we did alright. 1,800 damage isn't too bad of a result for a Tier 8 game, but I can't believe their entire team's dead this fast. So the Brask was last spotted right over here. Probably ran. What TD? GSOR, that's right. Okay, the GSOR, I mean, I'm just going to drive right on top of the ridge. Thankfully, we do have some mobility. We're not the fastest. Power to weight on this tank is really mid. But the actual top speed is okay, which means we might... Come on. So close to being able to hit this guy. We also got the Iron Arnie off to the side over here. I'm going to send the Iron Arnie. I feel like that's easier damage than GSOR. I'm going to ignore him. Let's go. Come on. Brask and the Iron Arnie are both over here. I'm really hoping we can sneak up on the Iron Arnie without getting spotted by the Brask. Nice. Yes! This is what I want right here. If we can get behind this Iron Arnie, especially because he's alone, we're going to get so much damage on him. Alright, here we are aiming. And 1. And 2. Oh, we got hit by the GSOR. Well, we got 1 more out, and 1 more. Sweet. That was worth. That was all worth. Even if we die at this point, we did 3,060 damage, and the GSOR is going to get shot. We're going to keep backing up. I just hope that our Shrek kills him. He doesn't, so that's really unfortunate. Well, we do die. Let me stick my turret up. Watch him bounce me. Imagine he does. No. But that's pretty good. I will take 3,064 damage. We were able to absolutely dump on that Arnie, bringing a full health vehicle down to 76. And it brought us from 1,800 damage to 3,000. So that was a flat dub. Whenever you're in an autoloader, it's usually the last clip of damage that brings you from a mediocre point to a really, really solid chunk. And as you can see, that is exactly the case for the GSOR. So we were able to get our first mark on the vehicle. That's actually pretty nice, because I've only played this tank like maybe 20 or so times, so I'm glad we were able to mark it there. That's the only problem. I got so many tanks in this account, and because I'm just getting in the PC now, I obviously am trying to get better at the game, and while I'm doing that, I am marking some tanks here and there. GSOR, I actually really like it. It's not an overpowered tank. I know it looks OP, but there are a lot of things you have to keep in mind. First of all, the vehicle has terrible DPM, 1,600. Once you dump the clip, you are a sitting duck for 40 seconds. That means anybody that pays attention to you dumping your clip can rush you if you have put yourself in an over-aggressive position. Not only that, but the vehicle is not the most accurate at distance. Like, yeah, it's got 0.28 because I am running an aiming device, and we even have as much aiming time as possible, but it just doesn't matter. The vehicle really struggles to hit its shots at distance. Because of that, it does a little bit better in midline positions, but you gotta be careful. I think it's great. It's got gun depression. It's got actually some turret armor, as you saw, which allows it to get bounces. The GSOR is an insanely strong tank, and I would say in certain situations, it can definitely feel overpowered. But it is obviously limited by the DPM. It is limited by the fact that it has very little hull armor, and the fact that the vehicle is pretty poor on its overall on-movement dispersion. So, I think it's a fairly well-balanced vehicle. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!